We've been closed for a long time and we worry about our daily living, providing things for the rent, to our home expense, our family and kids. So we have no other means to get cash, to get money except this one here. And of course the lie is to close down. So I figure, well, what's a little bit money is not going to hurt. I said, come in. She walked in. She said, well, I'm from Alberta Health Services, and you're not supposed to be doing haircuts. I said, well, that's good entrapment. That's nice.
Would you say it's entrapment?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Keean Bexte for Rebel News in Calgary outside the Hair Cru Salon. It is a salon in this city which was targeted by Alberta Health Services. The owner says they were actually entrapped by AHS. They peered under the blinds and begged for a haircut, to which he agreed. Now, he's not typically offering haircuts to people when it was against the law, but this AHS inspector, who didn't identify themselves, really wanted a haircut, and he was strapped for cash. So he said, okay. Now, I'm here today to speak with him, for him to explain exactly what happened that day, how he feels about being allegedly entrapped by AHS, what the ticket means, and whether he's pleading guilty or not guilty to this massive $1,000 fine that was issued to this small business owner. Let's go inside and see what he has to say.
We do have supplies, and we're allowed to sell supplies. And in front, because I don't want people to just walk in anytime they feel like it, the curtain's down and the door's locked, and we have a little sign on the front saying, for immediate assistance, call this number. And people come in and they call the number, and I open the door, and if it's too many, I only let one person at a time to go inside. That particular time, I don't have anybody. That was, I believe, on the December 27th, and it was early afternoon. Sitting behind my desk, and I see somebody's peeking underneath the curtain, trying to see if somebody inside, and the light on, of course. So door's locked, and she knocked on the door. She said to me, can you give me a haircut? I need a little haircut. She was an Asian, young, healthy, and we are struggling for cash. We need some money, because we've been closed for a long time, and we worry about our daily living, providing things for the rent, to our home expense, our family and kids. So we have no other means to get cash, to get money except this one here. And of course the lie is to close down. So I figure, well, what's a little bit money is not going to hurt. I said, come in. She walked in. She said, well, I'm from Alberta Health Services, and you're not supposed to be doing haircuts. I said, well, that's good entrapment. That's nice.
Would you say it's entrapment?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if a person comes in to check, they will walk in and see if you have any client inside. If they don't, then they talk to you. They ask you, are you cutting hair? Are you doing this? But to ask you to cut my hair, that's entrapment.
Did she get her haircut?
No.
No. Okay.
She did. As soon as I let her in, she said, I'm from Alberta Health Services, and you're breaking the law. You can't cut hair.
But you have your business still open to sell products.
Exactly. And I don't know if she got a phone call. Somebody said people coming in here. Yes, of course. People coming in because people in and out. Now, we don't sell a lot. We don't have lots of, we're not like in the shopping mall here. Maybe we have 4 or 5 people per day. They come in. Every once in a while, somebody pick up maybe $20, $50, whatever that is. But it's not enough. So, we're not making enough money out of it, but at least some money coming is to have some cash to do things.
What would you tell the chief medical officer how these rules have affected you in businesses like yours?
Well, I mean, we can sleep. Affected us in a way we have no income. All of a sudden you see the things is piling up. The bills is piling up. The rent is piling up. The government said we're going to give you, or we don't receive nothing from the government for us back rent. And if you do, you're going to apply. It takes months, and we need it now. We can't wait for another couple of months. The landlord will shut you down. So it was a very tough situation we get into it. So sometimes, you feel like breaking the law is not because you want it, because you have to. Like I told that I said, you want me to go out rob people to get some money? I mean, look at Walmart, for God's sake. I mean, they let hundreds of people go inside, and we're not allowed to have one person. I mean, she said you could write the government and fight them. Are you serious? Are we going to fight the government?
Your barbershop one.
Barbershop, because we can't, like a beauty salon. I mean, what are you going to do? Like I said, we need immediate help, not next year. Now we need the help. So that's what we did. I said, yes, I know that wasn't right, but I said, because through the desperation of having some cash coming in.
The lawyers that you have at the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms has said that you've pled not guilty.
Well, they told me, I contacted the lawyers to see, because I felt this was injustice, felt unnecessary. I mean, it's been trapped to this situation. I think at least I should have a warning if it's any, because you didn't see any clients here. You just walk in and you assume I'm going to cut hair. Well, fine. But they give me a warning. They said, I'll give you a warning. But they did. So anyway, another day, the inspector comes in from the city. He asked me my name, and he passed me a ticket for $1,000. I wasn't very happy because it's a lot of money. So, I contacted these lawyers. Somebody told me about these lawyers, and they said, plead not guilty, and we'll take care of it for you. So that's what we did so far, and that's.
So your salon wasn't open, like they say it was for haircuts.
Absolutely not.
They came in and
they have no staff. There's nobody here but just me. There was no staff working. Nobody's here working. Just me as an owner. I was sitting here. That's it.
And then they came in and trapped you.
Yeah, of course. It was a trap. Like I said, I didn't have any other staff around, and it was midday too. Like I say, it was at midday and nobody inside. The door was locked. The sign was off. We have the sign in the front was off. And that's what I feel. And it's just we've been trapped, of course. Yeah.
But you're open for business now.
Of course, yes.
All right.
Yes,
so
we are.
People can come get haircuts.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, that's our way of life for us to open up and have people come in to do hair and hair services. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Now, I couldn't agree more with this lawyer, James Kitchen, on this file. What this is, in my eyes, is pretty clear entrapment, and the business owner seems to agree. AHS shouldn't be in the business of harassing and targeting business owners who aren't breaking the law in the first place. There's a reason why entrapment laws exist. It's to stop police officers who are trying to meet quotas going to schools and asking kids for drugs, and then the kids go out and find drugs for the police officers. That's why entrapment rules exist, and that's exactly what AHS did to this business here. He's pled not guilty right now to the $1,000 fine, and it's yet to be seen whether a judge is going to throw this out in court. That's typically what happens with entrapment cases. We'll keep you up to date with this file because it's so important that not just Albertans understand and Canadians understand, but everyone understands what their governments are doing to them. This is a government bureaucrat going out, rolling the dice, and finding a business that they want to pick on vindictively. It's wrong, and it needs to stop. We'll keep you posted on this story. And we actually have a bunch of other stories like this. We're actually doing work similar to what the JCCF is doing. We're providing lawyers free of charge to people who've been ticketed wrongly by their government when they're just trying to go about their lives. You can find that whole campaign at fightthefines.com. If you go there, you can see all of our coverage on this file. And if you want to help out business owners like Mr. Dagger here, folks who need your help, folks who the government is out vindictively targeting, well, we would gratefully appreciate your help. You can go to fightthefines.com to check that out. For Rebel News in Calgary, Alberta, I'm Keean Bexte. Thanks so much for tuning into our coverage here at Rebel News. Like I said, please go to fightthefines.com. Check out all the work we're doing on this file. We're not working on this case specifically. The JCCF has got this one, but we're working on hundreds, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. I think the last count was about 450. Hundreds of cases need your help and attention. If you could go to fightthefines.com, check it out. It would be much appreciated.